Serious, if you had taken your life 1 year ago, what beautiful things would you have had missed out on? Post by Lightspeed 12. I took my son to the state fair. I took him on his first ride on the Tilt-A-Whirl. It's my favorite ride. We giggled and screamed and laughed. We did it again 4 times. We had our caricatures drawn together. He told me it was the best day. I really loved it. I can see the little tear you shed while typing this. My wedding. Mine as well. Congratulations, buddy. My wonderful friends and helping 7 beautiful dogs learn to live a new life. As someone who used to foster animals, and has a beloved rescue herself, I have to say thank you for helping an animal in need. Some days it feels like my dog is the reason I'm alive, and whatever keeps us that way I think is a good reason to live. I hope you continue to be on the upswing, my friend. Getting to hear my daughter call me mommy and come up to me and give me hugs and kisses at random. Life does get better and I'm glad I'm here for it. It's funny how after adolescent dreams of fantasy, after teenage aspirations of fame and wealth, after the 20s chasing of parties and fun memories, the hyperbole melted away and all I long for is a daughter. Reading your comment, having your glimpse, has made me vicariously happier than I've been in a long time. Some dreams truly are worth hanging onto. My son turned 2 and won't stop talking. It melts my heart when he says, "Thank you, Daddy." I lost my dad this year, but being a dad has helped me through the mourning process. Meeting a lot of new friends that, keeping my friend from doing suicide, keeping that same friend and believing her when there are major rumors that aren't fair being spread about her. My wonderful girlfriend. Hey, same. She helped me out of such a bad spot. She helped me see how much I was worth and find that worth in myself. The mutual support and wholesome love and affection is amazing, and I'm so thankful that I met her and that I can have her. Literally nothing. But killing myself would mean handing this of an earth the win. If she wants me dead, she's gonna have to f***ing do it herself. Gotta outlive your enemies and do life the right way. My life actually starting. Realizing I am not as everyone tried to make me believe I was my whole life. Confronting the reality that I live with severe CPTSD, and by live I mean I kick life's ass and don't let it ruin me. I stood up against 2 abusers, one is now on probation for 2 years, and I got everything I'd said would make me more comfortable if he took the plea deal. The other being my mom, and I feel more empowered in our strange AF relationship. She's my best friend, my main source of trauma, and also exhibits many characters of someone with antisocial personality disorder as in all of them. I got off my psych meds, have the best job I've ever had, found direction in terms of my education, career goals, and will be starting school again in the fall. I am settling into my own home, first time living independently. I'm making actual friends for the first time in my life, with one gigantic exception. I have a kitty that I love, am addressing my physical health, and am clearly at a place in my life recovery that indicates I'm starting the rest of my life. Also, come the 11th, I've made it to 30 years old. Life has never been this beautiful. We have 2 lives, and the second begins when we realize we only have one. Confucius. Was suicidal for a long time, still have the thought on a daily basis, but finding ways to cope. This last year has been a roller coaster. January I dropped out of first year of university in a forensic science program, due to inability to afford university education even after OSAP. I started working minimum wage general labor jobs to support myself and family, which is in major debt. In May I found a non-profit organization that gave basic 3-month IT certification program. In September got a 3-month paid internship with the City of Toronto. Unfortunately my internship ends tomorrow as 3 months have passed. Feeling depressed as hell as I enjoyed my work and friendly staff, but my life has a bit of hope left. If I ended it earlier I wouldn't be able to discover my interest in IT as well as be able to build my first gaming PC, which I sold to regain costs. TDLR, dropped out from uni, worked minimum wage jobs, did IT certification and found an interesting and rewarding experience. Edit, wow, this really blew up. Thanks again for all the kindness and support from all of you. I have tried to address all your responses, and thanks again for the anonymous silver. I am still new to the whole Reddit thing, so thanks again to the community. There's a lot to be made in IT. You'll get there, friend. This has been a pretty year, but not in a no hope for the future sense. Parents have been ill, work has sucked, and an ex who I'm still on friendly terms with had an awful family tragedy. I wouldn't have missed much. Yet. But I'd miss out on the better times to come. You know, that last sentence is a great look on life. After years of hard work, multiple failures, and lots of persistence, I have finally been accepted into medical school. Buying my own newly constructed home as a single woman when I believed I'd only be able to afford it if I got married. Me too. The place I bought is beyond my wildest dreams, and after owning it for just over a year, I still pinch myself when I come home to it. The first 6 months I didn't even want to socialize because I just wanted to be at home. Feel super proud to have bought it on my own with zero help from anyone. 3.5 months ago, I loaded some camping gear onto the back of my bicycle and left my home in Wisconsin with the vague goal of getting to Seattle and heading down the Pacific coast. 104 days and 4,000 miles later, I have seen some absolutely beautiful parts of the country. I've learned a ton about myself and grown as a person, and most importantly, I have seen time and time again the overwhelming kindness of the world we live in. I don't know what it is about it, but for some reason, traveling by bicycle just brings out the absolute best in everyone I meet. From the unending generosity of the people who have opened their homes to me, providing me a shower and bed, food and their wonderful company over dinner, to the drivers who saw me stopped on the side of the desolate Wyoming roads and pulled up to offer an extra water bottle when I was a million miles from a gas station soda dispenser. Everybody wants to be a positive part of my story. In this day and age, we seem to focus way too much on the hate in the world. But thankfully, the hateful among us are nothing more than a vocal minority. I deeply believe that this world we share is a kind one, and that we all want the best for each other. And that, to me, is far more beautiful than the mountains of Montana or a sunset over the Pacific Ocean. My man. I did the same thing after being made redundant. Packed up, went to NZ and just cycled and camped the entire length. I had the exact same experience regarding people. I was always a misanthrope at heart. But after my trip I came away unable to wrap my head around how shy of a person I was, not only to think that way, but to act in a way to perpetuate it. People are generally awesome and willing to help if you're willing to ask or accept it. Here's sort of a long story. So every year a friend of mine hosts a foreign exchange student (FEs) whom is treated like a senior at my high school. This year I am a senior as well. Last year their FEs was from Germany. One of my best friends fell in love with her about 2 months before she had to leave. He is still saddened about it, and let me tell you, it is so heartbreaking to see this, even though we knew it was coming. I told myself I would never let something like this happen to me. Now it is August, and the FEs this year is from Brazil. We had a welcoming party and she was so shy, yet so cute. I told myself, okay, I'll be friends with her, but I'm not going to let myself fall for her. There were not many people at this party, maybe 8 or 9, but they are such loud people I could tell she was pretty uncomfortable. She was sitting down at the table and I went and sat next to her, shaking and nervous as hell. I started talking to her. Her English was good but not really too great, and we just clicked like nothing I've ever seen. I knew after about 2 days, like, oh no, it's happening, and I couldn't help myself, like I could just tell she's special. Fast forward 3 months and I've realized she's the love of my life. We've been dating for a while and we're just perfect for each other. I've had one girlfriend before, but I've never met anyone who actually loves me, and it is amazing. I'd probably say my favorite memory with her was when she kissed me for the first time. She initiated it, and it was the most genuine feeling I've ever felt in my entire life. I love this woman so much. We plan to keep this going when she goes back home, but that's still 7 months away, so we're just enjoying it while it lasts. She may come to college in America, but who knows? It's so early, but like I want to spend the rest of my life with her. I can't imagine meeting someone else who appreciates me like she does. It's crazy. The whole ordeal seems like a story book, it's almost too good to be true. So yeah, that's my favorite memory, meeting the love of my life. I can only hope that everyone feels like this at some point in their life. My advice to dudes, let her come to you. If she really likes you, you will know it, no doubt about it. Wow. This is beautiful, true love. Best of luck to both of you, and I hope you guys continue your relationship. Also, write the damn book. Half-Life, Alex. Not a joke, I'm 17 and not much else interesting has happened recently. If I weren't here today I would have missed out on the next game in the series that sparked my love of PC gaming. It's not really as profound as the other stuff on here, but it's important to me. Don't downplay that, man. It's important to you and that what matters. Half-Life's a sick game and it makes you happy. Be proud of that. Ya know, people, these giant common social things in life are the only important things, like getting married or having a kid. The idea of marriage gives me so much anxiety, like Thanksgiving on steroids. Don't get me wrong, I'm happily in a relationship and looking forward to getting married. I'm not trying to downplay these milestones in one's life, but the importance of something is measured to the individual. My point, most of the time the little things we take for granted and/or get overlooked. People should appreciate these things more. Thanks for posting this. Winking face. Nothing. My friend passing today. My ex-girlfriend trying to ruin my life. Losing my best friend to said ex. Car lost in accident. Fired from my job. I just can't find the courage to hurt my parents. You are too courageous to hurt your loved ones. A coward would be selfish and destroy the lives around them along with their own. My graduation and seeing my mom being proud of me. My brother did, last June. And he missed out on Kingdom Hearts 3, the next entry in his favorite video game franchise that he waited for since 2006. I bought it and I played it on his behalf, but I suck at it. This makes me so sad, and I'm so sorry that you didn't get to play it with him. Almost 3 years ago, I chased a ton of Xanax with some wine. I was tired of my brain, diagnosed bipolar, PTSD, I just couldn't live with myself anymore. I didn't think it would ever get better. Luckily I lived, even though I wasn't happy about it at the time. I started seeing my doctor more often, he finally found a medicine combo that worked, made some major life-changing choices. A little over a year after that attempt, I met my now husband. We have been married almost 2 years now, we have traveled so many great places, made amazing memories, and are soon moving across the country. It's super scary to think I would have missed out on all of this if I was successful. Seeing my daughter eat for the first time. She was born premature, she has a G-tube in her stomach. Didn't take anything by mouth. She just turned 19 months. We worked with a speech therapy boy for a year before she had the ability to take a bite. Baby steps. I'm hoping in another year she'll be drinking on her own. Having a best friend. Someone who truly cares about me and wants to hear my problems. Also, another friend of mine had a child, and I get to go to their house sometimes and get baby snuggles. Avengers Endgame. Having my 3 kids, as annoying as they are and as stressful as they can make me, I'm truly grateful to have them and experience being a parent to 3 very different kids. Along with me being so young, they did teach me things about myself I hadn't thought I was capable of. Thank you for watching. Give that like button a little action or watch another video if you enjoyed. And if you can't get enough, consider subscribing. See you around.